I don't want this, I want a new iPad. The little girl shrieked like a raven, her face and tears cascading down her face. The teddy bear blew from her grip and smashed into the TV screen of a brand new Xbox. Splinters of glass rained down and shattered on the floor. Now, Jamie, chided Mrs. Morton, although it really wasn't any use. You know, Grandma bought that specifically for you, for your birthday. I don't care. Stuffing fell around her in a light cloud as she threw them around her. Limbs were flung from corner to corner. Soon the playroom looked like a pack of wild animals had come to feed. Little Jamie ran out of the room, crying. The door slammed behind her. The one-armed teddies picked themselves off the floor and groaned. Something must be done about that little girl, said the biggest one. Agreed, chorused the others. They talked and talked all night, discussing until the sun came up and the first birds started to sing. In the end, it was decided that later that night they would hold her down and tear her limb from limb, like she did to them yesterday. It sounded only fair. That night a sea of brown marched across the hallway from the playroom and into the room where little Jamie slept. Apart from the little glow of the hallway lamps, the room was darker than a cave. The ones whose lights were still working pressed their tummies. That's better. Slowly they crept, pulling themselves forward, grunting with the pain and exertion. In the end, all 20 of them pulled themselves upwards and stationed themselves around the quivering girl. Claws were sharpened, teeth were licked. Tonight they were going to have some fun. Wait! It was an older bear dressed like a wizard, complete with sparkling blue hat. In the limited light his eyes twinkled. I have a much better idea. Mine! No, it's mine! The siblings argued amongst themselves, with their eyebrows furrowed, their voices rising higher and higher, until it culminated in an unbearable scream. Each pair of hands gripped the doll, one by its pitch black hair and the other by its long sandy legs. Pain exploded on little Jamie's spine, but there was nothing she could do except grimace under a sewn smile. I'm extremely careful as I cut away the heart from the red paper. Satisfied, I wipe my sweaty fingers. Using a glowing marker, I pen a message in the centre of the shape. My dear Rouhani, will you please make my life beautiful by being my Valentine? Love always, yours, Karen. My heartbeats began to race. The swirling loops of each letter show how much I'd practiced. I rubbed the glue stick around the corners and top it with a sprinkle of silver glitter, shaking off the excess. I spritzed my project with perfume for the perfect finish. Footsteps sound in the hallway outside my room. I realised every hair on my skin flickered to life. I brushed the remaining silver flecks from my black suit. It's a bit old now, but I know she'll like it. The doorknob turns and I barely have time to adjust my heavy hairs. I fix them up the way she likes. The door swings open. She's a woman now. Her pretty little face fluffed out the brown hair, but I still see the shy, rejected little girl she keeps hidden deep inside. You look lovely. Her eyes meet mine for just a moment, then cut away. May I come in? Please, I say with all the warmth I have. She steps inside and crosses towards me, stopping just a few feet away, waiting. My heart threatens to burst through my chest as I sit on my knees and offer it to her. Will you be my Valentine? The same question she once asked me, handing me a similar red card. I laughed at her in front of everyone. She inhales, catching the scent of my perfume. She leans down to examine my creation. I can't stop my hands trembling as I wait for her verdict. Oh, Karen. She straightens with a sigh and points at a tiny tear, marring the corner of her heart. No, I was so careful. A sob crawls from my throat and spills from my mouth. Please, I just want to go home. I'm sorry. She even sounds like she means it. I'm sure you'll do better next year. She moves too quickly for me to catch her. The door slams closed and several locks click into place. My red heart card slips from my hands and drifts to the ground, settling next to the others, which have long since been torn to bits. I lunge at the door, scarred with years of bloody gouges, and pummel the wood with my fists, "Let me out of here," I scream, and claw and cry until my voice is gone and my nails are torn down to the quick. But it's no use. God, why did I have to laugh?